Hello Norsemen, my name is Logan Murphy, and welcome to the Norsemen Newsflash. This week I'm in the halls of Valhalla. Just kidding, glass shattered. No, we're not. We are at In-N-Out Burger this week. This week, Norsemen, time is of the essence and I have no time to waste, so let's get right into it. Choir auditions are this week, and this week alone they end when spring break starts. If you want to audition for choir, let me show you how to do it. You're going to scan this QR code right here, and that's going to give you a date where you can go audition at Mr. Infantino. What you're going to do is you're going to sing 30 seconds, I believe, of a song you've prepared. He will then test your vocal range, and depending on what he sees, you'll be placed in choir. Also, speaking of auditions, theater auditions, not for a specific play, but for the class itself, they're coming up. Those will be after spring break. The theater auditions will be on April 15th, 2023, of course, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. or from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. What we want to bring, well, I'll tell you right now, you want a contemporary monologue, a classical monologue, each 1 to 2 minutes each, and an optional 16 bar, or around 60 seconds, of your vocal audition where you can show off your singing skills. You can have it a cappella or bring your own track. You'll plug into a speaker, so don't worry about like files or anything. Guess what, Norsemen? I have gifted you something great. Spring break. That's right. From April 3rd to April 14th, you have no school, courtesy of me. You're welcome. Attention all people interested in doing ASB, guess what? If you want to be president, vice president, secretary, or treasurer, that means money, you must get your letter of recommendations and forms filled out by this Friday. That is the 31st. Voting for who will take these positions will be after spring break. For some other general Valhalla news about ASB related stuff, here is the ASB and film teacher himself, Mr. Owens.
That's a great question, Logan. That's a great question. Before I answer that question, I want to point out something that I'm very proud of. We have the Student Life ASB wall of information. You can look at this wall and find out almost anything you'd ever want to know, or just stop in and ask me questions directly. But Logan, you asked about ASB elections.
I did.
All the applications are live right now on the Valhalla ASB information page, which can be accessed through the website. We need you to run for ASB. If you have a 2.5 GPA or higher, you have a reasonable interest in making this school better, that's the two major requirements. If you have any questions, of course, you can stop in at room 304, but the first round of elections, applications rather, are due the week after we get back from spring break. And then we have multiple weeks of elections, from executive officers to class officers to something called HOK to members at large interviews. So there's a lot, could be overwhelming. We'll have informational meetings at lunch when we come back from spring break. Also, community service is a part of ASB. We have a ministry in ASB, and they care about the community and they provide service to that community. Things like blood drives. This time around, right before spring break, you could celebrate the Wednesday, I believe, before we go on spring break, and get yourself some Jersey Mikes. Any of the Jersey Mikes in all of San Diego County are donating their money that day of all the sandwiches they sell to Rady's Children's Hospital, and Valhalla is a big supporter.
That's right. If you come to Jersey Mike's on Wednesday, March 29th, all proceedings will go to the Rady's Children's Hospital. That's right. Not only can you get a good sandwich, but you can also donate to a good cause by getting a sandwich on the 29th.
Kindness Week is going to happen after spring break, so you can be kind now. You don't have to wait till Kindness Week, but there'll be some fun activities that week as well.
Thank you, Mr. Owens. One other quick bit of news. Did you know that the library has a 3D printer? That's right, 3D. If you're interested in using it, here is what you need to know about it.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Macheka. I'm the Valhalla High School librarian, and we're going to be talking about 3D printing today. So right now I am behind the circulation desk in the library in a small little nook that used to be used for fixing books. and we've turned it into a 3D makerspace. And right now I have lots and lots of filament, so everything is free. It's absolutely free to use the 3D printer, regardless of how big the task is. Your only limitation is time and maybe malfunctions. Check in at the circulation desk with Mrs. Martinez or Mrs. Macheca. We had a student last year who actually calibrated the machine and outfitted everything so that our filament was getting like the proper moisture levels and wasn't drying out. And he was able to use our 3D printer to make these items. They're like little bouncy turtles. So we're open from 8 to 3 on Mondays and 8 to 4 every other day of the week.
All right, Norsemen, that's going to do it this week. Till next time, this has been Logan Murphy, of course, wishing you a great Valhalla week with all of that. Just stay hydrated out there. It's getting hot.